Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have a pretty cool and brand new nifty update for the PlayStation itself. Now, as you guys probably know, we've been seeing a little bit of turbulence when it comes to both the Pro and things like the PlayStation VR2. But as well, we've also seen some really nifty brand new updates when it comes to other various consoles, such as the PlayStation Portal. And when most people are kind of putting PlayStation down and out, I do think at the end of the day, sometimes you should always be looking for brand new cool updates. And right now, there's actually a brand new basically hand tracking feature has now been installed and is now being made. We're gonna go talk about this brand new update because I think it's kind of cool and also adds a lot more validity towards some of the best PlayStation accessories. So let's go talk about it throughout the video itself. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as we talk about throughout the video itself. And for our PS5 Pro giveaway, all of our affiliate links down below. And of course, just if you just want to check out this stuff down below, you guys are very welcome to, because this one is actually gonna be regards, surprisingly, on the PlayStation VR2. Now, before you guys are like, oh, who cares at the end of the day, this actually is pretty nifty, and it does also go and bode well that they're going to keep on adding long-term support for the PlayStation VR2. As you guys probably know too as well, my little additional shill for the video itself, we do actually have the affiliate link down below for the PlayStation VR2. It actually is on a massive sale as of right this second, which also might have been corresponding with this brand new upcoming update. So you guys who want to check it out, we'll have the affiliate link down below for the Amazon link. For the PlayStation VR2, it's on way cheaper as well. They also did include the PC access. So in case you guys are kind of curious, I've been kind of doing a little bit of research and looking through all this stuff. There is some crazy brand new big updates for the PlayStation VR2. And now you might be thinking, like, kind of who cares? I don't have one. Do I even want to buy one? Whatever it might be. Yeah, I'm kind of that same boat. I do think they need to add a little bit more support to it. They have to keep on adding money to marketing, to basically bribing out game devs to keep making games out there for the VR2, because we don't want it to be dead. But some of the biggest competitors out there, such as like the MetaQuest, is actually a somewhat, at this point, becoming a worse option when it comes to VR stuff. Because right now there's a big basically performance improvement, and as well, one of the bigger things out here too when it comes to these big updates and everything else on top of this is brand new hand basically tracking, which is really cool. So basically, as of right this brand new update, I'm going to show you guys some cool videos on this one because it might be like whatever, but I think overall it's pretty cool at the end of the day. It basically is tracking the position and the posture of the PlayStation VR2's users' hands. So you might be thinking, like, what does that mean? What's the vibe of that? Let's go and say I'm over here and I'm trying to go utilize something on my PlayStation VR. As I'm over here, trying to go fix my hair so I don't look too bad, look normal. But it basically has a chance for me to go and be like, I want to go and maybe slide. Think like maybe like a TikTok or a YouTube short. You just want to have your hand go like this and you're going to go fling it on up. That basically is kind of how they're tracking their hand. If you want to go maybe go and have things go up, you want to maybe have like lasers in a certain game, as I'm going to show you guys a video change up here in a second, you can go and do that. You want to go have your character start dancing, do whatever. I always feel like I look like an absolute idiot on these YouTube webcam videos over here, like doing God knows what. But basically, this is kind of the whole idea of it. It's able to go track your fingers. You can go and press the X. You can go skip dialogue. You can go move things or whatever, all without actually having any type of controller or handheld in your hand. And that's what makes it cool. Because I've ever seen those kind of funny meme videos where it's things like, eye trackers, where you're basically not supposed to look at something not supposed to as someone's baking the brownies or something. I'm sure you guys have seen that. It's kind of that same situation. So all around cool stuff. We've had like little baby bits of updates too as well, better Bluetooth connection. And on top of this, it seems like they're actually trying to make this PlayStation VR cooler. So they have better stability, they have better performance, they have notifications of controllers not working due to like Bluetooth connection issues. And as well, they also have this cool feature, as I mentioned, the controller-free hand tracking, the PSVR2. Now, this is even kind of cool, and we actually have some hands-on footage over here, because this actually wasn't even like a big showcase or some big surprise. It was just at a normal, actual, casual conference, and now people can showcase up this technology, and I think this is actually pretty cool. So let me go and show you guys this on over here. So as you guys can see, I don't want to talk over them too much because it's just like conference audio in the background. But as you guys can see, this woman has the PlayStation VR on, and as they are also matching, they're, for some odd reason, like spraying out water. This is a very weird... Don't get me wrong, a little bit of a strange thing to go and showcase, but they're basically utilizing their real-life hands without any of the controllers, utilizing the PlayStation VR2 to have a chance to just go and squirt out water. Once again, this is kind of weird to explain, weird to do, weird to talk about. I don't know. But anyway, you can kind of go and see, like, they're like, there's, spewing stuff on out. This is where the technology is. You don't need to have these controllers any longer to go utilize your VR. And this to me is actually very, very nifty technology. I like the idea behind this. I think the vibe behind this is cool. I like this. Like, this is cool. But at the end of the day, this also lets us know that PlayStation is not giving up on the PlayStation VR2, because a lot of people are scared of like a few layoffs, they're not selling as well, and obviously all these big price discounts. But once again, I still think at $300, a little bit more than that, but that link down below is actually a pretty good valid deal, at least in my opinion. Mainly because, like, bro, it's very comparable spec wise to say like the Meta Quest, which is also the industry leader. But as well, on top of that, things like the PlayStation VR2, it also is now available just to be played on your PC. You don't need the PS5. So even just a casual, just VR enthusiast and curious in the vibe of this, you can still go check it on out and pick it up, which I think at the end of the day is kind of cool. Like, I want to hear your thoughts on all this down below. Or do you just think the PlayStation VR is a dud? Like, I think this is finally getting cool. I think these brand new updates are making things a lot better and niftier. So as you guys can kind of go and see over here from the big stuff. And on top of that too, they also do, as I mentioned, have these brand new updates. So they do care about this. They're working on this type of stuff. And while some of these things such as this, like, you'll be notified if your controllers aren't working properly. Like, realistically, I feel that should be like a day one type thing regardless, but it's still nice to see they're supporting stuff, they're updating things as well. But also having more stability on this one too, usability on this type of stuff. It's just nice. At least they are working on things. Now, the intriguing thing though is because a lot of people are assuming this is based on a brand new acquisition that PlayStation did. So you've been seeing a lot of articles on this and obviously talking about this type of stuff, but the big thing out here is that I believe this is due to one of Sony's very smart acquisitions when it comes to them adding this. I don't know, because it also does have the brand new PS5 SDK. So basically that means, from what my understanding is that any type of game company or studio can now utilize this technology anytime they want. Kind of similar to PSSR, which I don't really want to bring that on up because it's been a hit or miss if you guys have been watching the channel. That's all I'm going to maybe say on that one for that one. But it's kind of cool because this is a big change up. That means that anyone who is still interested in VR, and as you guys know, VR is still a somewhat pretty decently big niche. Things like Meta, aka like Facebook, have been investing a lot of money into it. Things like, say, Steam have also still made really cool like VR headsets. VR headsets are still relevant, although I do think like the fun enthusiast money has more so shifted to mobile devices such as like Lenovo Go's or Steam Decks. But at the end of the day, VR is still there. It just is a little bit taxing on your PCs and a little bit expensive to go develop on, but that's why they're trying to go make this even easier. If you can go and sell your games on Steam as well as also on PlayStation by utilizing the brand new PS5 SDKs, which is basically just like, I believe, the coding language. Like, basically, if you just want to access the coding, you can as well, which is nice. And like I mentioned, I do believe PlayStation specifically went and bought out a big competing company to work this on in, to make sure that VR is still alive. So that kind of once again brings the, like, I guess, revival aspects back to the PlayStation VR2, because I think it's cool. I like the idea behind it. I think this is a nice, fun accessory, but it was really hard to sell to people when it was like the full price of a console. That's nuts. $300, that's way better, because I think the Meta headset's around $299. I believe is their go-to price point. So it's pretty comparable. The specs are slightly nicer. It is an OLED version, and as well, they are still updating it with the PlayStation support behind it. So it's not like it's just an end-all be-all with this. But this, to me, is kind of cool. I don't know. So basically, they're saying hand tracking is more intuitive for VR and gaming newcomers. So they're basically trying to say, like, it just normalizes everything. It makes everything chill. If I have to go put a VR headset on my grandmother, and I'm like, okay, just go use your hands and, like, try to touch the, I don't know, the water, the fire hose, whatever it might be, doing this. It's a lot easier than having them have to hold the controller in their hand, trying to go, like, do these multiple buttons. Think about more of that concept as someone who's not familiar with gaming as a whole, which VR is a little bit more niche, or sometimes people are not hardcore day-to-day gamers if they use VR. That's how it works out. It's fine, but it's how it is. It's how the market is. So it's kind of harder to go and convince them to go do things like this and be like, Granny, you have to make sure you go and charge this and do this and do this. It's like, it just gets a little harder over time. So anyway, I think the high idea is that it seems like the PlayStation VR is getting kind of cool. This new feature, this brand new, like, weird, God only knows. I mean, I think it's nifty because this is working very, very well at these conferences that they're showcasing it on. I think it's cool. I think this will actually make some people want to buy it. Once again, we have the links down below if you guys care. But, like, I think it's nifty. I think it's cool. I think this is developing technology technology, and if you want people to utilize the PlayStation VR2, make this available for everyone, which they're trying to. Keep on updating it, which they're trying to. And at the end of the day, I think this is a win regardless for when it comes to PlayStation as a whole. So give me your thoughts and comments on everything down below. Subscribe for the PS5 Pro giveaway going on the channel itself, with all the Twitters down below, the affiliate links down below if you guys want to pick up any of that cool stuff. And let me know if you guys have enjoyed your PlayStation VR2s or not.